name is Dasha, and welcome back to Tiny Bunny. Last episode ended at the Olia just asked us to watch Peter Pan, I think, and so I'm trying to remember the names. Antoine was kind of pissed at her, and he yelled at her. So in order to make up for him yelling at her, he was like, you know what? Yeah, let's watch Peter Pan, and then we can play hide and seek or something. So that's oh shit. I keep forgetting that this thing made noises. Anyways, last time I wanted to check things before actually continuing. This is the only thing I think I checked. The scary window where Olia sees that a cursed owl every night lurking in the dark. Olia keeps curtains open during the day, but as soon as the twilight comes, she shuts them tight so she wouldn't see the pair of hungry eyes outside. A piggy bank. Olia is saving money for a real puppy because Dad said that taking care of him will take a lot of money. That's so cute. Is that why the dog is there? Alright, let's turn on Peter Pan, right? I can see the reflection. The old photo on TV was gathering dust in the corner. All that was left was clicking the button of the front panel. My great grandma had one of those TVs. I remember in her bedroom. Oh my god. And every time we did that, you would just twist those antennas and it magically would work. The tune warmed up and familiar white noise started dancing on the black screen. That's so loud. That's deafening. I almost reached out to turn on the VSR when the noise calmed down and a blurry image appeared for a moment. It was a dark tag of... Oh my, y'all, it is 1 a.m. I am not ready for this. Almost 1. It was a dark tug of war just like the ones outside my window. The picture split the screen in half. Something creepy, resembled human speech was coming out of the speaker. Just a few moments later, the sensor was again overshadowed by noise. Did I catch some rogue signal? Local TV station only really showed Soviet cartoons, and even that was pretty rare. Only just recently I used to always watch Robotch before school. It was so awesome. Maybe I should tinker with the antenna. What if I catch this channel again? On the other hand, Olia had asked me to find the tape. It wouldn't be so nice to disappoint her, but in my sleepy state, I don't have the strength to do all of it. Oh my god, why is it so slow? Something's gonna jump out? Oh my goodness, I had those. Those are from Kinder Surprise. Yes, I sifted through the shelves full of dolls and blue hippos from Kinder Surprise. I had those. I had the laying one. Oh my goodness, this is such a so nostalgic. Every time I'm just playing this game, I'm like, oh my god, I had that. I did this. I did that. Oh my god, I found the tape I needed thanks to its shabby spine. Oh my goodness. I got the black rectangle from its box. The tape inside it rustled while rewinding to the beginning. This rustle was lulling me to sleep. Drowsiness attacked me while I was squinting before the TV. How do you fall asleep? Dude, there was not so long ago there was this creepy static thingy and you just falling asleep. I wouldn't be able to, I would freak out. Images whirled in my head, me and Olia flying above the forest, tumbling in the soft clouds. My little sister is laughing, but her smile becomes more and more forced with every passing second. I noticed that the clouds underneath us part, bearing the bristly pine tops. Swampy darkness slurred among the trees. The wings are no longer able to hold us and Olia. You haven't started without me, have you? Oh my goodness. How do I... Is there any way I can put this... Yeah, look, this is such a pretty photo. And the condensed milk. I love Olia, she's so sweet. My sister brought the tray with unevenly cut bread and a whole can of condensed milk. I rubbed my eyes. No, come sit.
Мама с папой опять ругаются.
Mom and daughter arguing
У них
again.
сейчас период такой.
They're going through rough times.
Глупый какой-то период.
Rough times are lame. On the screen, Wendy was hiding Peter Pan's shadow into the dresser. Oля was entertained by the cartoonish dog Nana.
Может, и нам родители собачку купят?
Maybe mom and dad will buy us a dog soon, too. Oh my goodness.
Ага, как же.
Yeah, right.
В Небыляндии у меня будет своя собственная собака. И кошка. И попугайчик.
I have my own dog in the Neverland, and a cat, and a parrot. Ola smeared a slice of bread with a thick layer of condensed milk and handed it to me.
А у тебя все молочные зубы выпали?
Have you lost all of your baby teeth?
Конечно.
Obviously. Ola frowned, deep in thought.
У Питера Пэна зубы молочные.
Peter Pan has baby
Вдруг
teeth.
со взрослыми зубами тебя не пустят в его страну.
What if they won't let you go into his land with adult teeth?
Мы что-нибудь обязательно придумаем.
We'll think of something.
Попросим папу исправить тебе возраст в
We'll
паспорте.
ask Dad to alter your age in the
С
passport.
чего это папа будет документы
And
подделывать?
why would Dad forge documents? Olia took a bite from the sandwich and started talking with her mouth full.
Будет. Мама говорила, что он так делал.
He
А
will.
я подслушала.
I heard Mom that they did that before. And you dropped.
Смотри, уши вырастут, как у Дамбо.
You'll grow ears as big as Dumbo's. Olia got worried and touched her ears. I smiled to myself. My little sister was silent now. She just devoured bread, watching the adventure of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and James Hook, as if she got sucked into the fairy tale Neverland. To be honest, oh God, that actually scared me. To be honest, I also imagined myself there, in a land where one never age, where no one argues over little things, where no one listens to fights and the sound of broken plates at night. It felt like I was dreaming with my eyes still open. Then my sister's scream pulled me back to reality.
Тоша, скорее, штору задерни!
Tosha, shut the curtains fast.
Зачем?
Why?
Никто же на тебя не смотрит.
No one's watching you.
Уже темно, а когда темнеет, прилетает сова.
It's dark, and when it's dark, the owl comes.
Я боюсь.
I'm scared. Alright, that is creepy. I got out of bed, fighting my drowniness, and closed the curtains. I'm preparing myself. I think something's gonna jump on me. Never mind. I did my best not to look outside, toward the treetops, towards the taiga forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Of course, it was just a visual effect from shadows of branches scraping the snow.
Тоша, мама думает, что я напридумывала про сову.
Tosha, Mom thinks I made it all
И
up.
папа считает, что раз я маленькая, это значит врушка.
And Dad too thinks I'm a liar since I'm small.
А сова есть.
But the owl
Вот
exists.
честная-причестная, есть она.
Honestly, it
Ты
does.
же мне веришь,
You do believe me, right?
что она там и каждую ночь прилетает и...
Then it comes every night, and I swiftly grabbed Olia's hand and looked her in the eyes. I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage and determination. But did I really have those
Я
qualities?
тебе верю, слышишь?
Yes, I believe you, alright?
Ты только родителям больше не рассказывай про сову.
Just don't nag your parents about it
У
anymore.
них и так хлопот по горло, они только рассердятся.
They're already dealing with a lot, so they'll just get mad at
Ты
you.
мне говори, если что случится.
Come and tell me if
И
anything
в окно не
happens.
смотри.
And don't look out the window.
Но она хочет, чтобы я смотрела.
But it wants me to look.
Перехочет.
Doesn't matter.
Притворись, что ее нет и не было никогда, что она выдумка, как родители говорят.
Act like it doesn't exist and never existed, like it's made up, just like Mom and Dad
Ей ждать
says.
надоест, она улетит.
It will get tired of waiting and fly away. That's actually so true. Alright, screamer, jump scare? Nope. Nope. Yes, no, yeah, no. It's actually true because, like, if you don't pay attention to some things, they just won't happen. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe that. I feel really uneasy right now. There's a window right to my left. And it's closed. I mean, it's open. I'm too scared to close it. We followed Peter Pan's adventure as if nothing had happened. As if the forest didn't kidnap kids, as if our parents weren't tearing each other apart, bit by bit. Captain Hook was running away from a crocodile, and Captain Pan was headed to London on a glided sailboat. By some miracle, I lasted longer than my little sister. Olia's eyelids had dropped. She started snoring lightly, resting her chin on the side of the bed. I stood up and left Olia's room. What is that noise? I stood up and left Olia's room. I was looking out the window, studying the field when Mom peeked into my room.
Довольно баловства.
Enough playing around.
Завтра первый день в школе.
It's your first day at school tomorrow.
Ложись, тебе надо выспаться.
Go to bed. You should sleep properly.
Не хочешь же ты, чтобы тебя все дразнили Соней?
You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? That's insane. Teasing someone for being sleepy? Insane, not gonna lie. Hold on. I don't know if I'm imagining at this point. I think I'm too scared. I don't know. I'm making things up. I feel like I'm hearing things, but I don't know. Adults think everything is so simple, as if sound sleep would ensure my classmate would like me. I covered myself with a blanket up to my neck and listened to the house humming, to something invisible rustling in the corners. My inner voice had a question for me. Do I want to hear that mysterious flood again? Yes or no? Maybe it's just a part of growing up and I can fully understand my own desires. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. Some other entity wandered the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me, and wind howled on and on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. Flies, yeah. I didn't notice how I fell into slumber. It has come, after all, the day I learned the most, the first day of a new school term. Oh, episode 2, time to play with you. Time to play with you? What kind of episode is that? Like a name, time to play with you, what? New school, new teachers, and most importantly, new classmates who I always have trouble connecting with. Like most other kids with glasses, probably. I forced myself to get out of my warm bed. That would usually drive me to my old school, but this morning the bedroom of my parents was silent. Did they slip in? Maybe it was a good thing. I didn't want to get the daddy's boy reputation from day one. My parents were probably still tucked in, dreaming about the good old days when everything was so simple and easy. Sweet dreams, even as far removed from reality. I silently sneaked out the first floor so I wouldn't wake up anybody, especially the peacefully sleeping Olia. I did my best to step on the middle of every floorboard. Excuse me, he's not even gonna check the time? I used to play like the even in our old apartment. If my soles touched the space between floorboards, it counted as stepping into lava. The clock was spurling me on with its hands. I need to hurry, faster, faster. I was too fast, so I needed to circle the hallway once again. Low-key, while I'm reading, I don't understand anything. Boiling lava was bursting out of the cracks between floorboards. Alright, I get that. I needed to watch my step to survive at any cost. Hippity-hop like a frog jumping on molehills, like a feral bunny in a grove full of wolves. I made a sandwich in the kitchen, shoved it down my throat, and drank it down with cold tea. My appetite was as good as of someone being led up by Skullful towards a kill. What the fuck does that even mean, y'all? I'm going insane right now. I lowered my gaze and saw the one on my feet was standing on the 2 floorboards at the same time. Burned to a crisp, huh? I moved my foot. I'm looking at the window right now. I don't know if something's gonna jump out. You know what? I'm actually gonna close it. This with my hand. Disgusting little snakes written in my belly. The fear of getting hit and being called nasty names. The clock clicked. I need to go. It was dark outside, fitting for an early winter morning. The darkness never fully left the house around here. I took my time tying my shoes, buttoning up the puffy down jacket, trying to delay my unpleasant exit into the semi-dark, into the unveiling And no, I wiped my glasses for good luck, though I couldn't remember a single time these sticky pieces of glasses. Is that the... I can't tell if the floor is squeaking there or what noise is coming. Dude, I'm going insane right now. Has brought me any good fortune. The sky was akin to a giant bruise. On the east side of it, a black cloud was swelling up. It licked up stars from the sky and exhausted the rising sun. I almost lost my heart right now. Darkness was plastered all over the treetops. The cautious cries of birds got tangled up in the thickness. I locked the front door with a long key that I wore around my neck. My parents made me wear this noose, afraid that I, being a total klutz that I am, could lose the key otherwise. I actually lost the key once. I don't know where they are. I had this like Elsa key on it, the keychain, Elsa keychain, and I somehow lost it. I don't know how. Never found it, by the way. The wind was on the other side of the gate. It invited me to my new life towards dubious adventures, and taggled along like an old buddy, pushing me in the back. White shadows that punched throughout covered a third of the clearing. Upon reaching the edge of the forest, I hid my nose in the coat's collar. I was squeezing through the thin fire break, my hair ruffled up and my back hunched over. Tall trees stood on both sides of the tiny trail. The snowy blanket rustled under my feet, and the canopy of intertwined branches above my head cut me off from the already spare starlight. Then I had no plans of moving away from the forest. In this darkness, trees remind me of snaggy old women that smell of burial earth. Their trunks turned into cracked, wrinkled faces with holes in the middle as their mouths. If I lost focus even for a moment, mold-covered witches would drag me into the forest depth. Then my parents would be walking around these parts screaming my name. But the dead can't enter the living. Oh shit. Or can they? A sense of panic was growing in my chest. Dude, same. Oh my god. I was fine with Dad carrying me into the school in his hands by now if it saved me from watching the darkness rise up in the rayness like black dough. It felt like someone jumped into the bushes behind me, so I turned around. As soon as I started walking faster, I heard the snow squeak behind me. The forest took a deep breath with its giant lungs. The woodfall cracked. The wind and the birds were left behind in the field. Now I could only hear the forest creak. I walked, listening closely, and the unseen presence grew stronger, as if someone was following me, trying to match the pace of my footsteps. I turned my head so fast it made my neck crunch. Anybody? A tiny trail behind me disappeared into the darkness. 3 branches overlapped, forming a natural tunnel.
Есть здесь кто?
Who is there? The question escaped my lips and dissolved into the unending creaked sound of the wooden idols, the pines around me. Why did I think going through the forest alone was a good idea? I'm either going mad or someone had intentionally lured me away from home. Distant lights granted me a smidgen of hope. A country road. I ran there as fast as I could, as if afraid that the trail will shrink. Clawed hands will grip me by the shoulders, turn me around, and make me look at the faces of hungry forest denizens. In the end, nobody stopped me. I almost flew to the descrapped wooden bridge, disbelieving my luck. The bridge supports bathed in a spring, teary, and ice cold. I put my hands on my knees and I looked up at the forest, then snorted, trying to calm my breath. The thicket was pretending to be asleep. It looked peaceful, lifeless. The remaining part of my commute lay through a snow-laden road, illuminated by spare lamplights. Oh, that is creepy. Low key, that's actually kind of looks like where I used to live, man. But if you bring like houses much, if you put more houses and bring them much closer, yeah. Same like roads, street lights, same thing. Same design of house and then the gates, you know. I chased away a bad thought and ran as fast as I could from one circle of light to another, seeking protection from electronic lamps. Just like in the game where you need to be the first to proclaim I'm protected. Tag. A kid's game where one player needs to tag other player by touching. Actually, is it that one? By touching them with their hand, making them it. In certain zones, normally called a goal, players can stay safe from tagging. Oh yeah, that's so true. I do remember that. It's just in this case, the protection was flimsy at best, with darkness riding outside it bounced. Then I noticed something remarkably eerie. In a place where the light from a liquid lamp couldn't reach, a hairy, crooked shadow came alive with a good roar. A fox? Oh, I don't like the chewing. It almost felt like the features did turn light. It's a natural pose instilled fear. My eyes almost popped out of their sockets, so I just stood there, blinking, trying to chase away that illusion. But the shadow didn't disappear and even got closer. My insides were gripped by horror. I stepped back and almost fell into a snowpile. The black silhouette, on the other hand, straightened up and addressed me in a sweet
Чего
voice.
крадешься? Душу мою украсть хочешь?
Sneaking around, huh? Trying to steal my soul? Words got stuck in my throat. Who could be talking in such a silky voice here between the forest and the doorway bench?
Чего молчишь, несмышленыш?
Will you say something, dummy?
Язык вырвали?
I can't get your tongue.
Слушай, а я тебе еще и нос откушу.
She sounds like Oля. Alright, I'll bite off your nose
Будешь
then.
знать, как совать его в чужие дела.
That'll teach you not to poke in places it doesn't belong. A girl stood before me, judging from the voice and the silhouette, but I couldn't even oh my gosh. Reprimand myself for getting scared by a girl before noticing a gaping mouth under her hood with something dangerously shiny inside. I was stunned. A fox. That is creepy. From the cavity of her hood, a frightening real fox face was staring straight at me. It's just her jaws weren't moving and her eyes weren't blinking. A mask. It's just a girl with a fox mask on. At least I wanted to think that. After a surprise like that, a nervous smile involuntarily crept onto my face. I was
Просто в
just
школу иду, а тут ты.
going to school and then you.
Что я?
What about me?
Никогда не видел, как лиса собаку кормит.
Never seen a fox feed a dog? Oh, that's so cute. A fox feeding a dog, though. And indeed, there was a small dog circling the girl's legs. One of the strays that were chasing me yesterday, probably.
Извини, я не хотел.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. After hearing my voice, the dog whimpered, lowered its ears, sniffed me out, and then started wagging its tail. I guess I still smell of bologna that I ate for breakfast. I was shifting my gaze back and forth from the dog to the girl. She didn't seem scary anymore, just weird.
Значит, не хотел.
So you didn't mean to, huh?
Как тебя зовут?
What's your name?
Меня Антон,
I'm Anton.
а тебя?
And you?
А меня нет.
And I'm not. Ha 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 ha. Oh my gosh, I just noticed her eyes. Oh ha. She's weird. Definitely has a couple loose screws. But she has a nice voice. My astonishment has turned into a mix of happiness and relief. This girl I didn't know was definitely human, if a bit eccentric. I was also a bit angry at myself. This foxy girl was walking through the darkness without problem, and I shuddered from every little sound. I could just walk away, but this girl had piqued my interest. The next time a police officer asks me about my friends at a new place, I'll tell them that I befriended a talking
Ты здесь
fox.
живешь?
Do you live around here?
В поселке?
In the village? The fox goggled and purred. She spun around so hard that the hem of her coat lifted up.
Нет, глупый.
No, dummy.
Лисы не живут в поселке.
Foxes don't live in
Хочешь
villages.
сказать, ты живешь в лесу?
So you live in the forest then?
Из какой норы ты вылез?
Have you been living under a rock?
Конечно. Лисам среди людей не выжить.
It's obvious that foxes can't survive anywhere near
Пока
humans,
они лисы.
as long as they're foxes. Her jokes were also weird, just like her carnival mask. Paper mash with 4 glued onto it. A dog reminded us of existence with a loud bark. I unfastened my backpack. Dad would sometimes throw food in there without my knowledge. Cookies, apples, or even my favorite crab sticks. I call it a gift from the bunny. What's the bunny? Treat from the bunny. An needed part of a business lunch or a treat specifically bought for children. Parents would tell their children that a bunny asked them to deliver said treat, but it could also be any other animal, a squirrel or a bear, for example. Never heard of that. The stray strolled towards me with mimicking footsteps with a pleading look in its eyes. The fox did definitely treat it to something, but it was probably still hungry.
Зачем ты так вырядилась с утра пораньше?
Why are you dressed like that this early in the
На
morning?
утренник идешь?
Going to a costume party? Okay. Alright, but the girl shrugged, throwing slivery snowflakes off her nose, and her human form along with them, turning into a genuine beast. A real fox, agile, cunning, dangerous. Alright, buddy. Alright, back away. You're making me uncomfortable right now. Oh my god. A moment of hesitation and you'll be ripped to shreds. She'll tear you up and gulp you down without breaking a sweat. I couldn't help but just stare there as a stump. Alright, she definitely got some, roaches in your head. Some. Until I heard her calm, melodic laughter hidden underneath the beastie mask.
Видел бы ты свою маску, сладенький.
I wish you could have seen your own mask, sweetie. Sweet? Did she say sweetie? I got embarrassed, went right up into my hair roots. We'd seen a fox in a zoo once where we went there with Dad, but it did have patchy fur, was gray and skinny. But this girl was of fiery color and furry, just like a fairy tales. I was still rummaging through my backpack. My fingers that were searching for dog treats stumbled upon some soft, crumpled objects.
Ничего.
You'll see.
Скоро проснутся настоящие звери.
The real beast will wake up soon.
Спроси-ка лучше у них, где они взяли свои человеческие лица.
You should ask them where they got their human faces. The girl's shadow was dancing in the lamp's light. The dog yapped in agreement. I freaked out and dropped my finding in the snow without getting a proper chance to examine it. Cold wind instantly covered the hole it created with snow. The dog rushed to dig it out, wanting to get its treat. And the fox just snorted. Now I was so embarrassed I wanted to sink through the snow. It was still dark outside of the electric circle of the country. The darkness seemed even more thick. All neighboring houses were sleeping deeply in its thickness. I did my best to continue the conversation with the weird girl I
Ты
didn't
в
know.
школу идешь?
So, are you going to school?
Ах, ну какой же дурачок.
Oh my, you are really a
Так
dummy.
ничего и не понял.
Don't you get it? Well, I was trying to be friendly, but she can't stop mocking me, called me a dummy and all. I should have just moved along without paying any attention to this weirdo and her stupid dog.
Ты чего обзываешься?
Why are you so mean?
Не хочешь отвечать? Пожалуйста.
Don't answer if you don't want to.
Никто не требует.
It's not like I care. Still, something froze me in place, tugged me toward the dark figure. A mysterious appearance, her voice that was velvety and just length enough. I was intrigued and excited. I watched her as people watch fires burn.
Ой, да не дуйся.
Oh, stop pouncing.
Гляди-ка лучше.
Look here.
Ты нравишься Жульке.
Juka took a liking to you. The dog was digging through snow with a sharp movement. snoring loudly. The fox turned around and looked at the windows of a nearby houses, and its determined front though the wild mist. The tip of her fake nose was shining under the lamp's light.
И не только ей.
And maybe someone else too. Ivan ran again, like a boiled crayfish this time. Is she talking about herself or someone else? I hoped that the semi-dark would be able to hide my embarrassment from the girl. I cleared my throat before
А
asking,
кому еще я нравлюсь?
and who's that person? I waited, counting my heartbeat. The fox didn't reply. Her sly stare was scanning the frosty patterns of someone's window. She was reading them like a glass book. I wonder what she can see in those winter paintings. The stray stopped rummaging through the snow. It ran to me, holding my object in her jaws. A mitten. Could it be the one I found in the forest? What is it doing here? When I looked closer, I realized that it was just my mitten. Maybe Mom stuffed it in where I was asleep? A certain missing boy immediately came to mind.
Эй, ты знаешь что-нибудь про Вову?
Hey, do you know anything about Vova? I imagined the scene, silhouettes dancing in the clearing. What if it's her? What if she's some part of the cult? The dance on the night when Vova has disappeared. A boy. Maybe it is some part of a cult and she did the same exact thing with Vova and now she's trying to cult to kidnap me. A boy who when found can provide a big reward and maybe save my family. I remember my birthday when our parents promised to take me and Oda to Disneyland in Paris. But instead of a long anticipated gift, they gave me a simple brick game console, visibly embarrassed. I was crying my ass out back then, demanding to take me to the promised amusement park. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. That was the first time when Mom and Dad had a big fight. My greediness shattered their relationships. If only I could fix everything, gather everything I love and take them to
В
Disneyland.
ночь, когда пропал Вова, я, кажется, видел, как кто-то похожий на тебя плясал под моим окном.
On the night Wovi had disappeared, I think I saw someone looking like you dancing under my window. Back away. It couldn't be true, but I felt like her mask became even more sly. The fox was sniffing me out.
А что? Ты тогда испугался?
Oh, that got you worried?
За себя или кого-то еще?
For yourself or for someone else? Ola, as soon as I thought about my sister, my chest tightened. A cold sweat streamed down my spine.
Ну так слушай меня внимательно, мальчик по имени Антон.
Well then, listen closely, a boy named Anton.
Это большой и страшный лес.
This is a big and scary forest. The fox girl stepped forward menacingly.
И я не единственный его обитатель.
And I'm not its only tenant.
Другие звери уже знают о тебе.
The other beasts already know about you.
Берегись нас. Этой ночью мы
Beware,
опять придем.
we'll come again tonight. I should have talked to this evil child for my thought. Panicked.
Пока ты со своей семьей будешь спать, подкрадемся близко-близко и станцуем.
Oh, you're weird as fuck. When you and your parents will be fast asleep, we'll sneak really close and dance.
Макарену!
Macarena. You're weird as fuck.
Чё?
Huh?
Эй, Макарена!
Same. Dude literally had the same exact reaction right now.
У тебя прямо челюсть отвисла, Антоша!
Look at your mouth. It's agate, Antosha.
Видел он меня ночью у своего окна? Ага, как же!
He saw me near his window at night. Yeah,
Ты
right.
случайно не местный дурачок, нет?
Are you by any chance a dimwit?
Меня не отпускают гулять так поздно.
Nobody would let me go outside that late.
Здесь, знаешь ли, дети пропадают.
Children go missing here, you know. I touched this plastic frame on my glasses, puzzled by her silly joke. She got me scared to death.
Ой, да не тереби ты окуляры свои.
Hey, why don't you stop folding your
Я
glasses?
раньше тоже близорукой была.
I was also nearsighted once.
Лучше послушай меня. Может быть, ума наберешься.
Listen to me and maybe you'll become smarter.
Лисичку как обычно называют?
Remember what do they call foxes?
Плутовка?
Cunning? My words seemed to hurt her.
Ох ты ж!
Hey, what did you...
Ой, прости.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry for skipping. Okay. I don't like her. She creeps me out, y'all. She gives me chill. Her laughter was akin to the jingle of a pair of silver
Да
bells.
шучу я!
Just pulling your leg.
Конечно, плутовкой.
Of course we're cunning.
Если ты ловкий и смелый, не боишься с плутовкой водиться, я, так и быть, помогу разыскать этого Вову.
If you're agile and brave enough to befriend a cunning fox, I'll help you look for your
Ты же
vulva.
неспроста его ищешь, да?
There's a reason why you're doing it, right? I shrugged in reply. Her instinct was alarming.
Знаю, почему дети повадились соваться в наш лес.
Oh my fuck. I'm so sorry. I just dropped my phone. That must have been so loud. I'm so sorry. I know what children have been swarming our forest
Порой
recently.
там можно найти много всякого интересного.
Sometimes you can find a lot of interesting stuff here.
Я вот однажды нашла целый сугроб конфет и
What?
купалась в нем. Да так что челюсть слиплась.
One day I saw a huge pile of candy once and I swam in it until my jaws cramped. A pile of candy? I couldn't deduce whenever she believed in what she was saying from the tone of her voice. I shot her another smile. A fake one this time.
Посмотрите-ка, какой недоверчивый.
Oh, sorry.
А что ты на это скажешь?
Well, what will you say to this then? Oh my goodness. Turbo! That's like a bubble gum with a sticker inside of it. That's looking a pretty picture. She held out her hand in a furry minute. There was an assortment of sweets in her palm. In the city where I used to live, sweets like that were sold in the market or kiosks. Kiosk is gonna be like a small market, you know. Small, yep. A small container top shop selling a wide assortment of products from bubblegum to vodka, clothing, or even home appliances. These types of shops were popular in the 90s, Russian more often than not tied to criminal organization. And more often than not tied to criminal organizations. What? I saw my favorite bubblegum, a vivid wrapped among the tasty treasure. A familiar name was on it. Turbo. A triangle fox face poked her nose towards me.
Угощайся.
Take some.
У меня их полные карманы.
My pockets are full of these. Take or refuse? I'll take them. Fuck. Don't take candy from strangers, y'all. Don't take candy from strangers. Shit, I shouldn't have. Dude, that damn bubblegum got me so excited that fuck. I accepted the treat and catching a whiff of the girl's smell, fur, fireworks, and citrus, the smell of holidays. My fingers tingled while I was carefully unwrapping the gum. Peachy aroma entered my nostrils and something else. Something unfamiliar but pleasant. Drugs. The fruity cube ended up in my mouth. I started moving my molars, chewing the gum. It tasted like your usual Turkish gum, only my tongue went a bit numb. I couldn't believe my luck after opening the insert. That's a really pretty sticker. Bubblegum insert games. This type of games where players put bubblegum inserts under the palm and try to flip it by throwing it in the air. The players who happens to flip one or more such claims that them as their prize. Those inserts were often considered as collectibles. I looked at Mercedes-Benz, an extremely rare and hence desirable collector's item for any boy from my previous neighborhood. My heart skipped a beat. I was barely able to tear my eyes off the insert. Still
Это же...
stood.
Это...
This is...
Теперь понял, что можно найти в лесу.
Now do you see what can be found in the
Только на
forest?
твоем месте я бы туда в одиночку не ходила.
Still, I wouldn't go there alone if I were
Тебе
you.
вон от жвачки в забу дыханье сперла.
You'll get so flustered over simple gum bubblegum after all.
А представляешь, что с тобой будет, если найдешь чемодан таких фантиков?
Imagine what would happen if you find a travel case worth of these.
Голову напрочь снесет.
It'll surely
Пиши пропало.
blow your mind. Unusual treats, just like everything else about her. I carefully hid the internet in my bag, as if I was putting a real butterfly in a can. The fox giggled. This is not how things are supposed to go on a Monday morning. Who are you? I refrained from asking that question. She won't answer anyways. Or she will just lie. I really wanted to see what was behind her mask. I was becoming more and more sure that underneath me was just a simple young girl.
Может, Вова тоже нашел сугроб сладостей и теперь кувыркается в нем?
What if Wova also found a snow pile with sweets now and rolling in it?
Слушай, вдруг он решил остаться в лесу?
Actually, what if he decided to stay in the forest?
Тогда, наверное, ему очень холодно
He must
в
be cold
одной
without his
варежке.
second mitten then. The white caught her words like smoke from a fire and carried them deep into the darkness, into the creepy thicket. The trees behind me creaked with her bony branches.
Или с ним что-то случилось в пути.
Or what if something happened to him along the
Что-то
way?
страшное.
Something terrible. The forest reacted to her words, became alive. It sniffed at me out, perking up its ears just like a curious beast. The fox girl pierced me with her eyes again.
Дикие звери?
Wild beasts?
Это, по-твоему, страшно?
You find that scary?
Ну, не знаю.
Well, I don't know.
Не знает.
He doesn't
Уж не с
know.
двоечником ли я подружилась?
Oh my, have I befriended a dudes? I don't like being called a dudes, yet being friends with her sounded
Я
nice.
хорошист.
My grades are good.
Бел да пушист.
Really now?
Пойдешь со мной? Хорошист Антон.
Will you come with me? Good grades, Anton?
Найдем твоего Вову и сам его спросишь, что он нашел в этой пуще.
We'll find your Vova, and you'll be able to ask him what he found deep in the
Ведь
forest.
пока мы вместе, никто тебя в лесу не тронет.
As long as you're with me, nothing can hurt you in the
Ну, ты
forest.
видишь.
You'll see. Worms of worry written up in my belly. Better run, whispered my
Я тебе
mind.
не верю.
I don't believe you.
Ты думаешь, я врунья?
Do you take me for a liar?
И, пожалуйста, мне никогда никто не верит.
Whatever, you're just like anybody else. The girl sounded hurt, although I didn't know if she was genuine about it. She turned around as if she had immediately lost all interest in me. The gum felt bitter now. I remember my dad's favorite saying, "Where are your manners, son?" Indeed, this fox was kind to
Не
me.
обижайся, пожалуйста.
Please don't get mad.
Лисы бывают и добрыми.
Foxes can also be
Ну,
nice,
как в сказках.
like in fairy
Мне бы
tales.
только понять, что ты за лиса.
I just need to know what kind of fox you are. The girl giggled, holding her nose on her mask in her hands.
Тогда пойдем со мной в лес, и ты все обо мне узнаешь.
Then follow me into the forest and you'll get to know
Но
me.
не сейчас, а когда рассветет. А то тебя, бедного, всего аж потряхивает.
But not right now, when it gets brighter. I mean, your whole body's shaking, you poor
Да
thing.
выгляди, кондрашка хватит.
I don't want you to get a stroke.
Айда, провожу тебя до школы.
Hey, let me accomplish you to school. After hearing this, the dog barked in agreement and I stood messing with the mitten. I leaned in, trying to grab the piece of handwear that almost ran away from
Ну,
me.
если тебе по пути,
Well, if we're going in the same direction, we went towards the school and the lost dawn. Here and there, the lights came out the window of houses we passed, as if the inhabitants were sending us warning signs. Silhouettes lurked behind curtains, dogs let out occasional barks. Spirals of gray smoke rose the chimneys, TVs busted and dishes clanged in the kitchen. We watched the village slowly rise from its slumber while carefully threading the snowy wheel trails. I walked in the left one and she took me right one. The dog was following right behind us. I expected the fox to bring out something weird again, but she stayed silent all the way to the school, as if playing with me some game only she was privy to. She would only giggle from time to time when dog sneezed from the snowflake that fell on its nose. I was the first to break the silence.
так как тебя зовут?
So, what's your name?
А, ну конечно.
Oh, here it comes.
Имена, имена, имена.
Names.
Людям непременно надо вешать ярлыки на все подряд.
You people always need to put labels on
Ну и
everything.
как бы ты назвал такую лису, как
And
я?
what name would you give me to a fox like
Даже
me?
не знаю.
I don't know,
Но я читал про лису по имени Алиса.
but I've heard about Alisa
А
the fox.
что?
You know what?
Я не против.
I don't mind.
Пусть будет Алиса.
I'll be Alisa. I couldn't understand if she was joking or not. I turned around as if looking for an answer from the dark sky devoid of dawn. My silent questions were left unanswered. The school's outline was already in our sight. Alright, everyone been smoking. Typical. A giant brick box stuck in the endless night. Lights in its windows didn't bode well for me. The warning trees were guarding the schoolyard. Jesus. Screams, child's laughter, and someone's whistling tore up the silence. I went here with Mom when we just moved in the place, looking cozy at that time. Empty, courteous, that smell of Polish, puffy snow outside. The second time I came along to get the books and just kept on imaging my peers rolling down the growling grade schoolers running to the library, teachers marching down the corridor with the air of self-importance around them. High schoolers were smoking in the entrance in track pants and wool caps perched on their foreheads. Their appearance destroyed the last of hopes for a cozy school. Their stingy eyes and the teeth, yellow from nicotine, their smirks, all of it had the same gloomy effect as the cloudy winter morning. Absorbed by my thoughts, I completely forgot about my companion.
После уроков жду тебя на заднем дворе,
I'll wait for you at the backyard after school.
возле повешенного.
Near the hangman.
Возле кого?
Near what? She just ignored my
Не
question.
опаздывай.
Don't be late. I hesitated. Blowing hot and cold again, Mom always said that when I would have trouble choosing between two options. Thinking about Mom helped me reply.
Я после школы сразу домой.
I'm going straight home after school.
Эх, Антоша, Антоша, это я тебя так просто отпустила.
Well, Dosha, I'm going to let you off the hook.
Другие же незаметно подкрадутся со своими улыбочками и вцепятся. Клещами не оторвешь.
But the others will creep up to you with their smiles and sink their teeth into you. Won't be able to shake them off as easy.
Попомни мои слова.
Remember my words. Hell no, that was creepy as fuck. The fox opened her mouth in a wide yawn. What kind of trick is this?
Антоха!
Somebody running in the distance called out my name. I instantly turned around. Instinctively turned around. Oh my god, what the heck? A huge snowball whizzed past my shoulder and hit the dog. It whimpered and ran towards the spring. The darkness devoured it. The fox girl was also nowhere to be seen. She dissolved into frosty air. Or was she hiding in my shadow? I gulped and swallowed the gum. Unlucky. After taking a deep breath, I went toward the school, towards the cutlets in dough, towards the light raining down onto the snow. I'm gonna stop here. That was genuinely terrifying. This episode was really creepy. I'm gonna save because I usually forget to save. I'm gonna overwrite this. Yep. Anyways, Elisa is weird. And who the fuck dared to hit the poor dog? That was so mean. Anyways, this this episode really gave me chills. It's 1:38 to mind you. And yeah, I don't feel it as easy. I don't know, it just was creepy. As I was playing, there's noises there, and I'm just like, bro, where did those noises come from? Is it in my room? Is it outside my room? Is it outside my window? Like, being honest, I think I did something, so I did see something with my eye in the window that is right left to me. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go lay down now and just sleep my night off. And I just hope you enjoyed. It was genuinely creepy. I would just want to apologize for every word that I say wrong for now and in future. I know those are the okay. There are so many words that I've never seen before, and they're genuinely like, what the heck are those mean? Like, I don't get them. Like, when they speak in Russian, like, I get it, like, you know, it's such an easy words, but like the translation doesn't even make sense sometimes, and it's just like I'm just pulling your leg. But she just said, I was just joking. Like, you could have easily said that, but I don't know why you picked the complicated way. I don't know why, but whatever, I'm not judging. It's just, I just want to say sorry that I'm saying some words badly, and sometimes you can't understand what I'm saying. Neither can I, y'all. Neither can I. I don't understand what I'm saying. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next one. Thank you.